Oh my goodness. Welcome everybody to the Google Hangout on, what is the day? August 30th, because tomorrow is my husband's 45th birthday. So I should know the day today. I am so excited to be having this Google Hangout, and Nikki is also on, as you can see her in the corner, and she's going to be sharing in a little bit about an experience that she and her unit got to have with National Sales Director Diane Mentally. As you can see, Nikki is dressed and she looks cute. She had an all-day church thing. This is my normal Sunday night attire, so I decided to stay in my Sunday night attire, as most of you guys are in your t-shirts and sweats as well, because this is what we get to do as work from home women. And you guys, I'm very excited to talk with you tonight, because I know that there are women on this Google Hangout of all different walks of life. We've got women who are college students. You are just about to go to school, or you've just been in school for the last week, and this is a busy new time of your life right now. And the things I'm going to talk about today, you guys, is that I get it. You're all busy. You know, Nikki and I have had this conversation. We are dealing with women who are working on having harmony in their lives. You are busy with school. You are busy with jobs. You are busy as moms. You are busy as wives. You are busy as entrepreneurs. And so, you know, first of all, and then we also have young women on this Google Hangout who maybe you graduated from college, you're in your careers, you might be married, you might be single, you don't have any kids yet, and you're trying to work with harmony with everything that you have going on in your life. And then we have the women who are moms, and you've got babies, and you've got little kids, and that's where Nikki and I started our businesses. We were stay-at-home moms when we started our Mary Kay businesses. And I know that you are balancing, and you're trying to have harmony with your kids, with your husband, with your Mary Kay life, with volunteering, with just trying to keep it all together without going insane. You know, and then we have women who have school-age kids, and you guys started school a week or 2 weeks ago. Some of you are starting school tomorrow. Some of you are starting school on Tuesday, and it's just crazy, right? Of all the activities, kids are in soccer, kids are in gymnastics, kids are in ballet, kids are in swimming, and then you've got, you know, the rest of your life. You've got your career. Some of you are working outside of Mary Kay. You've got your family. We get it, you guys. And then we've got the women who might be empty nesters. I know Susan Martin isn't an empty nester yet, but she just sent her first daughter off to college. Nikki, at the age of like 42 or 41, however old you are, 41, is an empty nester because her children are off at a boarding school, you guys. And so it's a different lifestyle. You're home with your husband, and you're like, okay, do we still like each other? All right, how are we going to make things work around here? Some of you are grandmas. Some of you are in the next phase in your life where you've been empty nesters for a while, and now you're taking care of grandchildren, and you might be taking care of aging parents. Oh my goodness, you guys, life is crazy. That's just what it is. It is crazy. And then, you know, we're going to add to it. You guys, there are some of you who are dealing with health issues, with some major health issues. I know that. And thank you for trusting us to pray for you. And Miranda Rice, who some of you guys saw at seminar in Megan Cruz's unit, just went into the hospital tonight. And God willing, she will have a C-section tomorrow for those little twins. Okay? She texted me and she said everything is going well, but just to pray for her. There's some of you that are dealing with cancer scares. There are some of you who, you know, are dealing with things that we don't even know about. So there's health issues out there. You guys, are we going to be real tonight? Is it okay if I'm real? Some of you are dealing with marital issues. Some of you guys, you're going to counseling, or you want to go to counseling. Some of you are going through divorces. Some of you are going through money issues. Some of you are having a hard time paying the mortgage on your homes. You guys, there's lots of stuff going on up there. And we're not going to pretend like it's not happening. Some of you are just exhausted. You know, if we're just going to be honest with each other, you're pouring out to so many people, to your children, to your husband, to your parents, to your family, to your jobs, and you're not taking time to fill up, that you are simply exhausted and you're running on empty. And then we got the negative people in our lives. And some of them might be in your own home, right, you guys? Some of them might even be your spouse. Some of them might be your mom. Some of them might be your siblings. And worst of all, you guys, we have the negative thoughts in our head. You know those thoughts. It's like, who do you think you are? You're not like Heidi. You're not like Nikki. You're not like Jamie. You're not like your sales director. Why do you think you can be successful? You don't have the support. You don't have the education. You don't have the charisma. On and on and on. Right, you guys? I think that's the worst thing about this, is that the people, the voices inside our heads. You know, Sean Key, who's the vice president of Mary Kay, often said, our brain is like a bad neighborhood. Our head is like a bad neighborhood. We should never go in there alone. And that's what we sometimes do, right? And we talk ourselves out of our goals and our dreams. So I don't care whether you're 18 years old or 80 years old, we all have a lot of things in common on this Google Hangout tonight. But you know what else we have in common, you guys? It's not just working on having harmony in our lives. It's not just working on figuring it out, but it's also that you're passionate. You see, you wouldn't be on this Google Hangout tonight if you weren't passionate about something in your Mary Kay career. You wouldn't have taken the time out of your family schedule. You wouldn't have taken the time out of your weekend schedule. You wouldn't have somebody else give your kids a bath. Okay, that's what I'm doing. My husband and daughter are putting Gabe to bed right now. If you weren't passionate about something. Some of you are passionate about the products. And you know what? If you're not passionate about the products, I'm going to really encourage you to get passionate about the products. You know, try not using Mary Kay. Try not using Mary Kay for a week. I can't even do it for a day, you guys. What if you didn't wash your face with Mary Kay for a week? What would happen? Oh my goodness. You know, I just had a really good experience with a friend of mine who sells Norwex. And we're getting our house remodeled, and so we took out the carpeting and we have, you know, laminate hardwood floors in our home. And so I knew Norwex had a great product to clean hardwood floors, so I called her up. You guys, if you would know this person, she's like the least likely to succeed in sales. She is super like, you know, how we don't like pushy salespeople. She's the exact opposite of a pushy sale. Like, she's like apologizing for everything. But she's like, Heidi, I just love these products so much. I know I don't want you to spend a lot of money, but they really, really work. And I promise you, if you use them, you'll love them. You guys, I bought the products from her. I hadn't tried them before. I bought them because she was passionate about them. And I will buy more from her once I try the products. I don't like to clean. I'm not passionate about cleaning. But you know what? If there's a product that's going to make it easier and someone else is passionate about it, I'm going to go for it. So get passionate about your products. You guys, you look better. You feel better than most of the people your age. So be passionate about that. Some of you are passionate about the possibilities. Some of you are brand new consultants. Remember when you signed your consultant agreement and you were passionate about the possibilities? Maybe you could be successful at this. Maybe you could earn an extra few $100s a month to help pay the bills. Maybe you could even earn the use of a free car. And some of you are passionate about the paychecks. You guys, you know what? I wasn't always passionate about the paychecks in Mary Kay because I wasn't making any money. And a very wise woman, Senior National Sales Director Lisa Madsen, said to me, Heidi, you're not motivated by money because you're not making any money. And I was offended by that. I was offended, and I thought to myself, you know what? She doesn't know me. She doesn't know that I'm motivated by people. But she was right, you guys, because what money does is it does not give you happiness. It gives you choices. You see, the money that I've earned in Mary Kay, it gave us the choice to put our children into very expensive Christian day schools at very young ages. The money that I've made in Mary Kay has given us the ability to, I know we talk about it all the time, but you guys, kids are saddled with debt when they come out of college. And all my friends my age have college kids, and they are feeling horrible because they can't help their children. And they're seeing what the starting income is for their children coming out of college, and they're going to have $500 a month in college debt. And see, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. I've saved money over the years. The savings paid for Nathaniel's first year's tuition, and now after that, I'll make monthly payments on that, you guys. You see, money gives you choices. When I first started Mary Kay, my choices were which bill do I pay now and which bill can I put off. Now we don't have to have those kind of choices, you guys. So get excited about the paycheck. I'm serious. If you're just a star consultant, if you're simply selling $300 a week, do you understand that you're making $500 a month after expenses? $500 a month, you guys, that's a car payment. That's a car payment and a small cell phone payment. That's a cable payment. That is a big deal. Get excited about $500 a month and being a star consultant. Mary Kay put that program out there, you guys, as a track for us to run on to be really good consultants, to make money and to take care of our customers. Make some cash. Maybe you're passionate about the promotions. You know, maybe you're in corporate America, or you have been in corporate America, and you were paid what the job was worth and not what you were worth. My friends, every time you work for somebody else, you're going to get paid for what somebody thinks the job is worth and not for what you're worth. I'm excited about this business in Mary Kay because you can get a promotion. And I just want to tell you something. Some of you might be sad right now. Some of you might be maybe even having a bad attitude. I'm going to talk about some bad attitudes tonight. You might not like me after tonight. You might think, oh, I like Heidi, not anymore. You guys, because I've had bad attitudes in Mary Kay. I've wanted to earn a free car, and I haven't earned a free car. And what I've discovered is this, and this has been from 18 years of experience in this business. When I have seen a woman hold 6 months worth of full circle power starts, 6 months of Full circle power starts with passion. She earns a car. I haven't found anybody. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. But Nikki and I have done this for 17 and 18 years. And that is always the proven fact. When a person does a full circle passionate power start, that's 30 faces, 6 months in a row, they earn the use of a free car. I dare you to prove us wrong. I dare you to do it, you guys, because most people give up in the middle because the middle is messy. You know, get excited about free cars. You might be thinking to yourself, you know, a free car is not a big deal. My daughter Cars just picked up her car on Friday, her Chevy Cruze. And I'll tell you what, her father has never been more proud of an accomplishment than that car, because we never had new cars until we joined Mary Kay and I earned my first one. And what a new car does, you guys, it gives you stability. A father doesn't have to worry about his daughter when she's driving a new car with Mary Kay, and that's exciting. Maybe you're in Mary Kay because you're passionate about the person you want to become. Passionate about the person you want to become. You see, you know what? I so like the person that I am now rather than the person that I was 18 years ago. When I started Mary Kay, I had lost my confidence. When I started Mary Kay, I had lost my passion. When I started Mary Kay, I had lost my positivity, and I was very negative. I was mad about money. I was mad about where I lived. I was mad about where my parents lived. I was mad about my lack of choices. I was blaming everybody else but myself. And you know what this business gave me? Is it gave me a platform to be around better people. To be around better people. You know, it's said that you're most like the 5 people that you hang out with the most. And as you build your Mary Kay businesses, you guys, you get to hang out with some pretty amazing people. They're smart, they're kind, they're compassionate, and you change when you're around them. Or maybe you're passionate about the people's lives that you could change. Maybe that's what you're passionate about. You see, when I started Mary Kay, I wasn't passionate about other people's lives. I simply wanted to make an extra $50 a week. I wanted to take the pressure off. It was all about me, and that's okay, you guys. We started this business to make money and to give ourselves some choices. But what I found is that when I finally started sharing this opportunity, that people's lives would be changed. They had hope in their eyes. You know, I'll never forget when Nikki became a Mary Kay consultant, and she had a little baby, and she had, you know, she still liked to shop and she didn't have any money to do it, that she bought furniture for her new home with her Mary Kay money as a consultant. And she's always loved to do that. She actually took her and her daughter and Ryan to go visit his parents in Europe on her Mary Kay sales, you guys, not on her commissions. In this business, you guys, you can change lives. We get to do that. So what are you passionate about? Are you passionate about the products? Are you passionate about the possibilities, the paychecks, the promotions, the person that you want to become, or the people's lives you want to change, or maybe a combination of those? Well, you guys, I want to share with you something. A lot of you may think you're working hard and you're getting frustrated. I can hear it in your voices. I can see it in your lack of communication. When we get frustrated, we pull away. When we get frustrated, we go somewhere else. We go get another job. We have something else to do besides going to success nights. We find excuses. We make excuses instead of making a difference. I understand that because I was there. And I was at a place where my husband was very frustrated with me. I think that's the word, because I was going to success nights and I was going to these parties and I wasn't making any money. I was gone from the family and there was nothing to show for it. And you guys, I felt like I was working very hard. I was putting a lot of hours in, but I wasn't doing the right things with those hours. And so I had to figure it out. You guys, you're going to get to a point in your businesses where you're going to have to figure it out or you're going to leave. Plain and simple. You're going to figure it out or you're going to go do something else. And I loved Mary Kay. I love the people. I love the success nights. I love the possibilities. And so I decided to figure it out. And what I figured out is this. If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. Success in Mary Kay does not take more time. It takes better focus. Success in Mary Kay does not take more time. It takes better focus. You see, I believe you can truly be successful on 1 to 2 Mary Kay parties a week. 1 to 2 Mary Kay parties a week. I'm saying 1. Are you hearing me? 1 Mary Kay party a week held full circle. You can be successful, you guys, as long as you work at full circle. Just think about this. If you held 1 party a week, 6 people at a party, that's 24 faces a month. Who could get excited about 24 faces a month? Well, here's the math on that. If you saw 24 faces and you asked 12 of them to listen to Mary Kay Opportunity, 12, or you asked all of them and 12 said yes, 12 listened to it, okay? 1 in 4 sign, you'd have 3 new team members a month, you guys, if you held 1 full circle party a month. a week? What if you held 2 full circle parties a week? 2, because I really run my business on 2 parties a week. If you had 2, look at the numbers on this. 6 people at a party, 48 people that do facial. Could you get excited about putting the product on 48 faces? At $50 a face, you guys, a low average of $50 a face, you're making $2,400. You're selling $2,400. You're pocketing $1,200. Who would get excited about $1,200 on 2 parties a week? Now, you ask everybody here about Mary Kay, 24 say yes. 24 will listen. Half are going to listen. 1 in 4 say yes. 6 new team members. 6 new team members. Are you excited about what could happen? But you guys, you see, I was holding parties, but I wasn't doing them the right way. I was simply going in and I was hoping they would sell something, and I was hoping they would book for me, and I didn't really ask for referrals, and no, I did not give away any marketing information. And I was wondering why the time I spent was not making a difference. You guys, that's what I had to say. A prayer. Lord, let the time I spend away from my family be worth it. Let the time that I spend away from my family be worth it. Let me do my best. Let me just stop winging it. Let me stop just pretending like I'm working when I really wasn't. And you guys, what I did was 4 things. I would I'd look for new team members. I would get bookings. 2 bookings from every party was my goal. I would get referrals, and I would sell sets. I pretended like Mary Kay herself was at every party. I pretended like Mary Kay herself was at every party. What did that mean? I did kitchen coaching. I talked to the hostess. I asked her who was coming that day that she thought would be great at Mary Kay. And then I said, how about you? You guys, I did this for 15 years before I became a national sales director. You could call me now and I could do it in my sleep. I did the right things at the beginning of the party. I let them know what we were going to be doing. I told my 1-minute I story. I played the follow-up game where I passed around a little gift and I said follow-up at least 20 times in a party. I did the referral game even when it was uncomfortable. I gave a prize away for booking. I did Mrs. Cab for marketing, you guys. And guess what happened? I started making money. I started getting team members, and it started to be worth it. My husband stopped being frustrated because I was making money at my appointments, and I earned the use of a free car. Okay, but here's the deal. It's up to you. It's up to you. You see, we've been giving you some great training. And if you haven't downloaded the app yet, and if you haven't looked at it, Nikki, Tricia, and Tammy did an outstanding skincare class last week. Have you watched it? Have you watched it? Have you not only watched it, have you taken notes on it? And have you said, hey, I'm doing this right, I'm doing this right, this is what I need to tighten up, this is what I need to get better. See, you guys, this business takes 4 things. Well, it takes different stuff, but in this arena, it takes this. Number 1, training. Training. If you have your degree, how long did you go to school before you got your job? I went to school for 4 years to be a teacher. I spent my own time and I spent my own money, and believe you me, I did not know everything when I came out of school to be a great teacher. I had to have on-the-job training, as well as I went to summer school. I went to extended training. I went to teachers' workshops. I kept learning, you guys. Training is very important. We didn't wake up knowing how to be a Mary Kay consultant. But then number 2 is doing. Training and then doing. Going and learning. You know, if you're thinking that you're wasting your time at Success Night, I'm here to tell you that maybe you're not taking it seriously. I don't care if you bring guests to Success Night or not. I really don't. Did you know that Mary Kay Old School did not have guests at Success Night? There were no facials at Success Night. Success Night was for training and for bringing your possible recruits so they could see what you did at Success Night. There were no facials there. You did not learn while you earn at Mary Kay Success Night. You came for training. But you guys, you see, are you learning it? We're going to get to that in just a second. So training, then doing, then training again. See, then you go back and you reevaluate. You go back to that Success Night. You go back to your director and you see, am I doing it right? You know, Megan Cruz, who's probably on this Hangout, you guys, she went on target for her first month in Mary Kay. Her first month in Mary Kay. In fact, they did over $11,000 in production, and she made $1,200 in her commissions. She was a full-time teacher. She taught high school algebra and had 3 small children. What did she do? She watched the skincare class video every night. 10 o'clock at night, she turned on the skincare class video and watched it. And then she went and held parties, and then she came back and watched it again so that she knew what she was doing right and what she needed to fix. And then she would call me and she would go, Heidi, this is what happened, this is what worked, this is what didn't. You guys, she trained, she did, she trained again, and number 4, she did better. You see what I'm saying? Train, do, train again, do better. If you feel like you're wasting your time at your success nights, my friends, it's a choice. It's a choice. Are you taking what you're learning and are you going out there and doing and then coming back and learning again and then doing better? You see, we're going to have this Pacesetters class, and so many of you have already registered for it. Today, no, the first is the last day to register for Pacesetters. So there's two things I want to talk to you about. Registering for Pacesetters is $20. I don't care if you want to be a great consultant. You do not have to want to be a sales director to be on Pacesetters. I want you to make money. You can make money as a great consultant, Mary Kay. You can earn the use of a car. You can be a sales director. You can go on to be a top sales director, a Cadillac sales director. Do you understand that Nikki and Ryan are leaving in 11 days for London and Paris? 11 days for London and Paris, paid for by Mary Kay. And she started with the same $100 starter kit. She just learned to do a Slam and skincare class, and she did it over and over and over. So you guys, I'm going to teach you on this Pacesetters. It is $20. You're going to get a book. You're going to get live training from me. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to get prizes. You're going to get recognition. But most of all, it's your decision to take what you get and to make it worth it. And then there's retreat, you guys. If you're going to the Wisconsin retreat, the deadline to register is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's $120 to register for the Goelzer National Area. If you're going to the Texas retreat, it's September 15th to register. And I'm going to tell you something, and I just want you to hear my heart on this, that Mary Kay asked us as national sales directors to be national sales directors to everybody, to my own national area and to people who don't have nationals. And so there are literally hundreds of adoptees who want to come to this retreat. When it opens up on September 1st in Wisconsin, it will sell out. And I want you to be able to be registered. I will train and teach everybody's there with 100% of my heart and soul. But Goelzer National Area, I want you to be there. So you talk with your sales director, you get it figured out. And I'm just going to tell you something. I'll teach you how to be successful in Mary Kay if you're willing to learn it, but also to have a life. You know, some people, their life is Mary Kay, and that's fine. That is their choice. One of my dear friends, Senior National Sales Director Leah Carta, Mary Kay, she calls it her magnificent obsession, and she doesn't apologize for it. Her husband quit his job in law enforcement, and he works with her. They're raising 2 children together, and they do Mary Kay. This is what they do as a family. It's not what I do as a family. My husband and I are passionate about ministry and about seeing more people in heaven. And so Mary Kay is a way that I get to build relationships. And God has blessed this business and allowed me to meet so many people. But you guys, I'm a mom of 4, ages 5 to 21, whose kids are involved in a lot of things. I love to teach Sunday school. I play piano. I teach women's Bible study. I don't even know what else I do. I'm a pastor's wife. I volunteer at our school 1 day a week to help the principal. You guys, you can have a life and still be successful. And I want you to stop telling yourself that you can't. I want you to stop telling yourself stories. And you know, this is what I learned as a consultant. I paid the price to be in the presence of powerful people. I'm going to say that again. I paid the price to be in the presence of powerful people. But there's a part 2 to that. I then made a decision to use what I learned and to make it worth it. You guys, I understand that with this Pacesetters and retreat and with Success Nights, that you are using your resources. You're using your money, you're using your time, you're using your energy. And time spent in one place is time taken away from another. I totally get that. So if you're going to pay the price to be in the presence of powerful people, I'm going to ask you to make it worth it. I'm going to ask you to go with an open heart, with an open head, with an open mind, and then do something about it so that you can know, hey, this made a difference. You guys, I still pay lots of money to go to training. I do, because I want to be where the people are that will make me better. But I also make a decision that I'm going to come home and do something with it. And so if you believe that it'll be worth it for your business to sign up for Pacesetters and retreat, make a way and find a way. Make a way and find a way. And then make a decision to make that decision right, to make it a decision that will change your future and what you're passionate about and help others to do the same. And you know, Nikki was just, they just had an amazing national sales director with them in Houston. And she and her unit paid the price to be in the presence of powerful people, Diane Mentally. And so I asked her to share tonight. They were going to have a Google Hangout with their area. And so we combined tonight. And Nikki, I know, talked to her unit who was there. And they're going to share with you guys what they learned from their paying the price to be with Diamentally. And then maybe, Nikki, what you can share about your decision that you're going to take from that and go forward.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. She did a director training, and then she did a consultant training. And what I love here is okay. What I love here, can you hear me, Heidi?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay. What I loved hearing from my consultant is she upped that was $15, and we got to hear from the national. And so I just wanted to share some tips. What she said is what makes a successful Mary Kay consultant, sales director, national sales director, and she just gave us these tips. And number one is, she said, number one is they found reasons instead of excuses. And like you just said, your reason was an extra 50 hours a week. The reason was you could, raise your children. That's number one. Found reasons instead of excuses. Number two is every problem.
We're having a hard time hearing you. I'm going to work myself out. So maybe then you
Okay. Okay, is that better? I think that's better. Okay, Heidi, you can just hear me. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so number one, found reasons and we've said this many times, a committed heart, if we are not an excuse. So number one is find excuses. Number two is every problem has a solution, and we know that, and that's what makes Mary Kay such a blessing. If you don't have leads, we can help you. You know how to get leads. If you don't know how to get bookings from bookings, you can watch that skincare class. If you don't know how to get bookings, I posted on Facebook, you guys, I have 7 new appointments because my assistant called and just simply said the company has asked Nikki to share the new fall line with 30 women, and I met with 2 women today and sold over $160. I made $80 today because you know what? I want to pay for all my expenses. Mary Kay gives us money for London and Paris, but I want to go shopping on Friday. So guess what? All of my 7 appointments are before Friday because I have a shopping date with my friend Sasha, who also earned the trip, and I want to spend my Mary Kay cash on new clothes. So it's like every problem has a solution. Number 3, I am the solution. You guys, you know what to do. You are the solution. Are you making those booking attempts every day? And a lot of times you're going to say no. Are you making the coaching calls so those appointments hold? Are you holding the career chats like Heidi talked about? Just with one party a month, 12 career chats. 12, not 2, not 3, but 12. I am the solution, and that is powerful. You know what that does for me and my business? I think there's nobody else to blame but me, but guess what? I have the power. It's not that person over there said, no, I can just ask more people. I can go meet more people. I am the solution. Number 4, success happens from effort. Those daily calls, it might just be making 10 calls a day or getting 1 new booking a day, but success happens from effort. And what Diane talked about, she said, think bigger, do it faster. When you build slowly, the ones who quit impact you more. And Mary McIntosh had said this, that when you're working with small numbers, that number is magnified. But when you work with big numbers, you guys, it is multiplied. And so, it's just so exciting. Number 5, be consistent, disciplined, and resilient. Have a 10-second pity party versus, an hour pity party. And she said, successful people aren't lucky. And I like what you said, Heidi, is no. I remember watching the skincare class, holding a skincare class, coming home, watching it again. Do you guys know that even today, after 17 years, I go through my instructor's guide before every party I hold? Before every party. I review that I'm looking for team members. I have to affirm that. I review that I'm getting 2 bookings and I practice my words. I review that I'm playing the referral game. And I review that I'm selling sets and I'm passionate about this product. That's just it. Number 6, always showed up. And I love what you said, Heidi. It's not just about showing up, but in the beginning it was showing up to learn. Now, when I attended this conference or this 2-day training with Diane, I don't just learn for myself ideas that I'm going to implement, but I watched her body language. I watched how she did the sales director debut. I copied down her agenda. I mean, I just, her words are going to become mine. And that's why I go to events now, because I want to be better. I have found that a leader never stops learning, never stops learning. And it doesn't mean that what we aren't doing maybe isn't working. I believe what I'm doing is working, but I can always improve and I can make it better. Number 7, set goals with a deadline and track it. Set a goal. When we don't set a goal, we get what we get. But when we don't set a goal, we just get what we get. Think about exercise. If you don't set a goal and know how much you weigh today and set a goal for what you want to weigh in a week, you're going to weigh the exact same that week. The same is true with our business. If we don't set a goal to get 10 new bookings, by the end of the week, we're not going to have any bookings. But when you set a goal, something happens. That's what I really realized, and this is what I'm going to implement after she, leaving. She had us stand up. She had the red jackets do this, but she had us directors do this. And I'm going to ask my consultants this. I'm going to be doing calls on Tuesday. What is your goal for September? What is your goal? And she phrased it like this, that you're going to chew your arm off if you don't get it. And I thought, oh my goodness, you guys, what is that goal? If it's red jacket and you need 3 new team members if you don't have any, what does that look like then? So we're going to break it down. I want you to think about this tonight before you go to bed. Don't wait till September 1st to set your goal. Leader thinks ahead. So if you want 3 new team members and you believe that 1 in 3 will say yes, you're going to do 9 career chats. It's as simple as that. What track are you going to chew your arm off if you don't hit? Is it the perfect 3, the perfect 6, the perfect 10? And it was just powerful. So it was about the effort, because success comes in the effort, but also then breaking that down. Then what are you going to do daily to help you achieve those goals? We can tell ourselves that we're going to do 30 faces, that we're going to do perfect 10. If we aren't doing something daily, 10 calls, you guys, I have to tell you, 10 calls takes 30 minutes, not even. If it's 3 minutes a call, I want you to think about that. Like Heidi said, Mary Kay doesn't take a lot of time. It just takes more focus. And so, I would encourage you, if you're on this Hangout, to think about that and text your director and say, you know what, I want you to help me. I want you to coach me, because I do have this goal that I'm going to chew my arm off if I don't achieve it in September, or even by midnight tomorrow night. But then break it down into what activity you're willing to do. And I had an amazing opportunity to spend till 1:30 in the morning with those who came to my house, Tanya, Mary, and Jana, and we it's the year of the W. And so this is I believe this is the W in sign language. And the year of the W is we want something, we work for it. No, we want something to figure out if we're willing to do it, and then we work for it. And so I would just encourage you that this is the year of the W. In order to win, at first, what do you want? What is your why? What do you want? And pray and ask God to give you the willingness, things that we need to do. And then work. And that's where the strategy comes into place. And that's where your sales director will help you, to figure out what is that work going to look like for you. And then, is it worth it? You bet. I mean, watch that car. That is worth it. Just being able to have a sheet in my notebook, you guys, where I have trips planned, and I'm checking off if I'm looking for cheap plane tickets. But I already got my plane ticket to LA for leadership. I'm getting mine and Ryan's plane tickets when we come back from London to go to Wisconsin and go to homecoming. I'm getting a plane ticket to go back up to Wisconsin in December. I'm getting plane Thanksgiving. I'm getting plane tickets. Guys, is it worth it? You bet. Because when I asked some of these parents when they were going to come back up to see their kids at prep school, they couldn't answer me. Mine all planned out because I'm willing. I'm willing. That's the magic word. I'm willing to work. I'm going to see 7 appointments before I leave. So worth it.
All right, Nikki, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you guys, it is worth it. It is worth it. And to close up tonight, I don't know, Nikki, you might need to hit mute because I guess when we're talking back and forth, it's kind of crackly. So if you want to mute yourself. I watched Jan Harris, one of the top nationals in all of Mary Kay, and she gave a speech at seminar, and I got to watch it today. And this is what she said, and it is perfect to close up our night. She said, I learned in Mary Kay that the investment in myself was always an investment in my family's future. You guys invest in yourself. Invest in yourself to get the training. Invest in yourself then to do. Nikki, I love those W's that you talked about. What do I want? What am I willing to do? Go to work, and then you get the win, you guys. Then you get the win. And Mary Kay herself used to say, if it is to be, it's up to me. You guys, if you want to change things in your financial situation, if you want to change things in your head, if you want to change things in your future, we get to have that opportunity. You know, National Sales Director Tammy Craig, she's a pretty tough trainer. And she asked us one time to all pull out our compacts at a training. And she said, look in the mirror. And she said, you tell yourself this, you are the problem. You are the problem. And then she said, look in the mirror again and tell yourself you are the solution. And that's exciting, you guys, about this business. And to close it up, Jan said this, in Mary Kay Cosmetics, we do not make a living, we make a life. We make a life. And that's what Nikki was talking about, you guys. She gets to have her children be in a school that they absolutely love, but she gets to be a part of it. She's making a life through her Mary Kay Cosmetics. And you guys, you can too. So finish up this month strong. Oh my goodness, there's like 30 hours left in the month. It's not over. The day is not over, you guys. People have gotten in their red jackets in a day. People have gone on Target for their car in a day. What are you going to do by tomorrow night? What would you chew your arm off to do, right? I love that. Diamond says that all the time. She wants to chew her arm off because she wants to hit a goal so badly. You guys, you can do it. It doesn't matter your personality. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter the time you've been in Mary Kay. It matters that you're willing, as Nikki has talked about, and that you're going to go to work. And we're going to support you every step of the way. So we hope you're registered for Paysetters. You can download the app for 99 cents if you haven't yet. The password is MK. The username is MK. Super simple. Get in there and register, and then the retreat is on unitnet.com. Talk to your sales director, you guys. It's worth it. Have a great night. Thanks, Nikki, for everything. Bye, everybody.